Hi everyone! Thanks for showing up for yet another weekly setup. I definitely enjoyed putting this one together. I went back to my old steps of formulating a vertical weekly, and I think it gave me all of the room I needed for how I wanted to break up my week. Having everything in a book-bound planner has really led to a lot of flipping, and these new tabs that I've been working with on the top have made my life so much easier. So I quickly flipped into what my weekly is, and I'm going to be moving this tab over. My last week wasn't as filled up as I wanted to because I was traveling, and even though I don't have a lot of plans written down on my sticky note for pre-planning, I do need like all of the vertical space because I know there is a lot to do this week and take advantage of now that we are going to be back home. To start off, of course, I had to do my decorative border. Currently for this month, I am focusing on this lilac gingham pattern. So all of these weekly pages have had this pattern just for me to be able to recognize immediately what all of my April weeks were. If you are also a decorative planner, let me know if you're the same in this sense. So I truly think that putting down my stickers before I fully write down my plans helps me relax a little bit from the tension or stress of like, oh my gosh, all these things are coming up and how to fit them. As I'm putting down the stickers, while I still have that on my mind, it kind of helps ease my way into how I'll set up the week. I don't feel as pressured. It helps me relax for some reason. So for any of you who do use stickers, does the same thing happen to you? Or if you don't, is the ease just coming from writing everything down? With this being the last full week of the month, I have learned from previous months that I definitely need to already set up my May pages during the last full week, because if not, I am rushed and the month has already started and I'm still working on wrapping them up. So that big banner that I put on the right side, I'm going to go ahead and use it to jot down all of the things, all of the different pages, project pages that I want for May. And then this little to-do list that I didn't finish off from the previous week, that's what I'm going to go ahead and transfer over onto the to-do box that I drew out for the current week. Even though my sleep patterns have been all over the place, I am going to get back to drawing this little sun icon right underneath my dates so I can note at what time I'm waking up, because I have noticed that, as bad as my sleep is, whether I wake up late, whether I'm not sleeping properly throughout the night, what really does account for how well my day goes is for me to at least be getting out of bed at a consistent time. So I want to make sure I'm writing that down. To get a better start to the week, I also wanted to pre-write down certain tasks that I knew that I had to get done for Monday. And I filled this out by seeing what was still going to be left over from the week, and also going into my recent daily pages and transferring any tasks that were pending from that onto the week that was upcoming. We are in that time of the year where we have a lot of sporadic rain showers still, so I took some time to check what the weather was going to be for the week, write that down, and I always love to also draw in the little weather icon just because I think it's a quick view of how the day is. I already know it's going to be hot in this time of year, but I do want to know what days will be more sunny and what days I can expect those showers. Like that, I can plan out my errands accordingly. I have also been using a weekly habit tracker to overall track things that I want to be working on throughout the week. Some things that were different for this particular week is that I added focusing on home projects as well as dedicating more time to focusing on one of my work clients. This was how the final pre-planning ended up like. And for this week, I would also like to show you how the end result was at the end of the week. So this is what we had at the start. And here is how the completed week ended. As you can see, it was pretty chunky on a day-to-day basis on these last 2 days. I knew I was going to be traveling, so it came out perfect to have this additional chunk of space strictly dedicated to my setups because I knew I wasn't going to need a lot of task space for those days. Another section that I added afterwards was here I put in my not my quarter goals, my April goals to make sure they were top of mind and see what I could actually finalize throughout the week before the travel that was upcoming. Something else that I can think of was just a couple of this Bible verse just to help. I don't know. It was a thought that I had in my mind, and I thought it would look nice to serve as like a little decorative piece to break up just all of the tasks. And I think it came out perfect. Like I was able to track what I wanted to, and I still use daily pages for breaking down my day into smaller categories. But I thought it was a very well utilized spread. Let me know if you guys like the preparation of this, and I can't wait to see you here on the next one where I'll show you how I set up my monthly pages for May.